It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Welcome, Be It Pod Squad. It is September 5th, Friday. It's Fuck Yeah Friday, and I'm obviously Brad here stepping in for Lesley for the first part of this episode. She's going to take over the second half of this episode here, where we're bringing your wins, and she's going to celebrate a win. But we're going to start today off a little bit differently with an affirmation in a way that I think Lesley's going to get a kick out of. I hope you really enjoy it. So feel free to sing along. This is an encouraging, amazing song that I've often drawn inspiration from, and I think you're going to love it. I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. And on and on and on. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Da, da, da. 'Cause we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Boom, you know it. You know it. You hear it in the background. You are singing that song too. I love this song because it's very relatable, even though, it's Queen and they're like epic rock stars. But listening to those lyrics, listening to that song is something that I've always found relatable. I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but I committed no crime, right? How often do we feel like that, where we are feeling like I'm doing everything right, and yet things still aren't going my way. And maybe along the way, and bad mistakes, I've made a few. Maybe along the way, we've made some bad mistakes. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through, right? And as a small business owners, you might feel like that too, but you will come through this. And I wanted to celebrate that chorus with you. We are the champions, my friends. We're going to keep fighting. And that's the thing when you are, doesn't even have to be just in business, but in life, one foot in front of the other, y'all. Keep on going. Consistency, persistency. You got this. You can do this. We are the champions, and we're the champions of the world. So really excited to have you joining us this week for this Fuck Yeah Friday. I'm going to pass the torch here on to Lesley to celebrate a few of your wins, and then hopefully, you're going to take encouragement and send in your own win to us as well, so we can celebrate you on an upcoming Fuck Yeah Friday. So thanks for being here today.
All right. Now for the next part of the episode where I share a win of yours. So, win of yours. We had a couple wins from Melissa Capitano, so we'll go through these. Stood up for myself when a client tried to bully me. She didn't think I should charge her for a late cancel because she had been a client since the founding owner, and she was good friends with her. She also told me that she never got any warm and fuzzy feelings from me and that I wasn't friendly towards her. I stood my ground. She told me she's going to pretend the conversation didn't happen and proceeded to buy a 12-pack and book privates with one of my instructors. So I'm counting it as a win. So I just want to say, it is interesting being a business owner. The requests that people ask or demand or think that they're where they are entitled to, it really does show, I don't know how this person would live their life, but clearly there was some sort of luxury or Maybe their family was gifted things or given things based on their last name or whatever. But here is the deal. When you agree to a frequent or patronize an establishment, they have rules. And when you participate in that business, you are agreeing to participate with the rules. Now, if you don't like that, you don't have to patronize the establishment. That's why we live where we all have a place. Like, there's more than one Pilates studio. There's more than one lunch place. There's more than one sandwich place. It's extremely rare in most of the world where you listen to podcasts that you are the only thing that exists. And even if you are, you still are worthy of having rules and boundaries for how people can participate with you. And the fact that like she's been a client with the original owner, that's cool. And that she didn't get warm and fuzzy feelings for you, that's not your fault, right? You weren't creating a best friend environment. You were creating a business that kept people safe and have a place where they can call home for their Pilates practice for years and years to come. So way to go, Melissa. Way to stand up for yourself. And I think it's hilarious. It's just like, okay, well, this conversation didn't happen. Like, interesting. Sometimes we have to be a mirror for people. Okay, you have another win. So my win, I'm on the road now on our way to a family reunion. I needed this break. I've been teaching 35 to 45 hours a week for the last 3 months. I seriously thought about just staying home and letting my family go. But I remembered what Ella said about you're not helping anyone if you burn yourself out. So anyway, we are on the way, stopped to pick up lunch, taking Brad and Lesley with me on the road. She's wearing a shirt with Brad and I on it. And I love that so much. And it's really, thank you from Melissa for making this a win so we could talk about this as a group. Seriously, you're a zero help to anyone burnt out. You are so not helpful to anyone. One of my friends from a group that I was in, by the time I'm recording this, I'm seeing that her husband's in the hospital and like she and her kids like flew immediately to go see him. He was in a different state than where they live. And after about 36 hours, she flew the kids back home because taking care of the kids and him and herself is like not an option, right? And the hospital isn't a place where they can feel stress-free and like where little children can like relax either. So she did something for herself so she doesn't burn out, right? So that everyone can be protected. There's no right answers in those situations. You might have done something differently, but the point I'm sharing with that story is, Melissa's story with you is, there's always a reason to not go on the trip. There's always a reason to not start the thing. There's always a reason to not take the day off or not go out. And if what the thing that you are saying you don't want to do is used to fill your cup and you're just tired, go do it because it's going to fill your cup. You're not going to fill your cup at home. You're going to find things to do at home. You're not going to relax. You're not going to rest. When you are working that hard in your business, and there are seasons for that, you must make sure you are taking care of yourself. So Melissa, kudos to you, hats off to you, and thank you for sharing this win so that other people can be inspired that is something that they can do. So if you are feeling like close to burnout now, my loves, like what is the thing that you are thinking you shouldn't do, right? Are you already making excuses like, oh, that October trip I shouldn't do? I had somebody reach out about the Cambodia retreat and they're like, oh, I really want to go. This is like my dream retreat. But I just started a new job like 5 months before the retreat. Okay, totally understand. Not every job is reasonable. Maybe don't have vacation time built up by 5 months, but also like you're not going to lose your job by saying, hey, by the way, in October, I need 1 week off to take care of myself. If you show your work that you are a better employee after resting, they're going to let you do that. Most places do. Now, if you work for an asshole, I can't help you there. All right. A win of ours. So we actually released an app this summer, guys. We did it. Our team did it. It hit the deadlines that we'd set for ourselves. It works. People are using it. They love it. So we've already had an app for OPC. People can take classes. You don't have to be a member to use the app. Like you can listen to the podcast on it. There's like free tutorials you can watch on it. There's some free challenges, but if you're a member, you can be in the community. You can chat with us. You can take your classes on the app. It makes it really fun to just take yourself wherever your phone can go or your iPad can go. So we've been working on that for Profitable Pilates, and it's beautiful. It's really simple. It's really easy for our members to use. So agency members, instead of being in Slack, now have one place to go to chat with the community, to share their wins, to have a moment, to watch videos from me that are notes of inspiration, to see when the next office hours is, to book coaching calls, to watch courses all in one place. And for 7.5 years prior to this, they had to go to a website and to Slack and, all this different stuff. And so we're we're so grateful that the way that technology has gone, that we have this opportunity to do this. I'm really happy with the way the app is, the way it looks, the way people are using it. I'm just so proud. So this is one of those wins that months in the making and was a more of a team win than a me win. But, I am someone who often doesn't like change. I know it's kind of crazy. You think I love change the way I preach, you should change, just act like you're already the person you want to be. But I always worry about oh my God, we have to transition people from one thing to the other thing. Are they going to do it? Will they come? Are we going to lose people? I don't want people to have a bad time. There's a lot that can go wrong in a transition, and it's hand holding everybody is not the easiest thing to do. Some people need it. And so I just am so grateful and so excited for what we've done. And now, y'all, if you want to coach with us, you get to use an app, and it's great. And of course, there's still Zoom calls and things like that. Anyways, really, really grateful for that. Really, really proud of that. Huge win. And I'm just glad I get to celebrate that with you. Okay. Your affirmation, another affirmation, but one that's a little easier. There is something in this world that only I can do. That is why I'm here. There is something in this world that only I can do. That is why I'm here. There's something in this world that only I can do. That is why I'm here. You know why I love this? It's because I literally tell our agency members all of the time, you are the only person who can do what you do the way that you do it. Sometimes I have to say it slower for people to hear it. You are the only person who can do what you do the way that you do it. There are many people who went to the same training that I did in 2008 and are the same age and have the same experience, and we teach differently. There are people who stay with Jay and Sandy and all these people, and we all teach Pilates in theory the same way. And yet they'll be different than me always, and I'll be different than them. So you are the only person who can do what you do the way that you do it. You're it. So never play small. Doesn't help anyone. And until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.